I have posted a bunch of Super Mario 3D World speedruns on my YouTube channel, but to be honest, this wasn't the first game I ever tried to speedrun. A long time ago, even before I was making YouTube videos, back when the Wii U was first released, I used to speedrun New Super Mario Bros. U quite a lot. I didn't have a working TV back then, so I had to speedrun it by using the tiny Wii U gamepad screen, but it didn't prevent me from being quite decent, I'd say. Now, almost 10 years later, I have decided to try it again and make this little guide to hopefully get you into the speedrunning community. I'll be playing the Any Person category, which basically means that you have to get to Bowser and kick his butt. That's it. I do not have a run submitted on the speedruns.com website, but I do remember my personal best to be around 43 minutes, which would set me in the top 30 if I could still do it. Sadly, I can't, cause I'm bad now. This run is actually way more technical than I remember it to be, and you'll see what I mean by that real soon. As opposed to Super Mario 3D World, there are no star coins or green stars requirement for this run. Nothing is hidden behind locked doors, and you only have to beat levels after levels until you get to the final boss, which makes this run way faster than, let's say, Super Mario 3D World. Does that mean that the run is easy? Well, not at all. The Super Mario 3D World speedruns are reliant on your cat suit, and you can thankfully have one in store in case you get hit. In New Super Mario Bros. U, the acorn suit is your best friend, and you absolutely have to keep it. But sadly, this game doesn't have a bonus power-up you can store, so this means that getting hit and losing your suit will absolutely destroy your run. When you enter World 1-1, you'll see this flying squirrel holding an acorn, and this acorn is the one you'll be having throughout the entire run, ideally. There's a couple levels we will explore that do have bonus acorn suits if anything bad happens, but trust me, if you want to make it to the big league, you cannot get hurt. And that's way easier said than done. Obviously, as the runs in this game usually take less than an hour, we will not be playing all of the levels. We will be using a lot of shortcuts to visit the fewest amount of levels possible. I'll give you all the details later, but let's say that if you're not familiar with the shortcuts, you will have to learn them before attempting this run. As it's the case with most Mario games, there's a timer while you play your levels, and reaching the flagpole before it reaches 0 is super easy. But that's not the only thing you'll have to pay attention to. Basically, if you grab the flagpole while the final 2 digits on the timer are the same, you'll get a bonus cutscene and a new power-up. This means you'll have to make sure those 2 little numbers at the end are never the same, so you might have to wait a second or so before grabbing the flagpole when needed, because losing 1 second is way better than watching this entire Toad cutscene and losing more than 10. New Super Mario Bros. U has a weird saving mechanic. It doesn't auto-save after each levels you play. In this game, you're going to be asked if you want to save your game after defeating towers and castles. And when this big blue prompt appears on screen, you'll want to tap no as fast as you can, because you guessed it, saving does waste time. Thankfully, you can use the Wii U gamepad's touchscreen, saving a bit of time. In fact, there's a couple of prompts like that one you'll want to tap as fast as you can. There's this prompt telling you about Miiverse, which always makes me sad, because Miiverse was the shiz. I'm so sad it's gone. Anyways, we've covered pretty much every little details we needed to do before starting a run, so now let's see what levels we play and how to beat them all. World 1-1 is the level where you'll want to grab the acorn you'll be carrying with you throughout all of the run, and to do so, you can simply jump and ground pound to get it. But if you want to do it the epic gamer way, you can do a triple jump, and if done correctly, you land right on the acorn without ever stopping your momentum. Once that is done, just run your way to the right, avoiding enemies, blocks, and other things that can slow you down. Use spin jumps if you need to go higher, and you'll glide your way to the end of the stage. 1-2 is a fun underground stage where you'll be doing lots of crazy looking stunts to avoid slowing down. Sliding is actually used quite a lot to move faster, and you'll have to do one scary jump in between the bricks and the plants after you hit the checkpoint, Once you reach this pink platform, you'll want to use your gliding ability to reach this top part and jump once more to get to the secret exit. This will allow us to reach a secret level that will eventually lead us to World 5. Skipping so many levels, it's insane. One Dash Blooper is the secret level, and it will be taking place underwater. It's filled with annoying bloopers that can ruin the run and make you lose your acorn, but swim in between them and use the water current from those pipes to move faster. Once you reach this green pipe, make sure to hold the up arrow as hard as you can to enter the pipe and go through the blooper. Yeah, that looks scuffed, that looks like cheat hacks, but no, it is possible to enter the pipe without taking damage from the blooper. After you beat this stage, get ready to quickly get rid of all those pop-ups explaining about Miiverse and make sure to hit no when they ask you to turn it on. Then quickly make your way to Soda Jungle 1. This level is one of my favorites in this run because it's super fun to bounce from one big enemy to the next, gliding in between dangers and hazards, but you'll soon reach the flagpole. After you beat this level, you'll have two choices, going to 5-2 or 5-3, and I know the latter is way faster, but it's also full of brambles, the worst enemies to ever exist. Ugh. You'll need to jump on some brambles while avoiding others, and the key to getting good at this stage is to practice it over and over again. And if you end up losing your acorn suit, well, it's not that bad, because the next level will have an extra one, so don't worry too much. 5 Tower is a stage where you're normally meant to hop on those snake blocks and wait until you reach the top, but this is a speedrun, we don't have time for this. Did you know you can actually skip the entire first part of this level by taking this shortcut over there? Well, now you know. For the second part, just play it normally up until you reach this point and then go for this epic jump to get to this block, to then spin jump, wall jump, and glide your way to the boss door. This is seriously one of the sickest looking moves in the entire run. I love it so much, but it's kinda nerve-wracking though. What's not nerve-wracking is the fight against the Mad Lad Boom Boom, as you can just spin jump on his head 3 times. In 5 Ghost House, just make sure to enter this room on the left, as this will lead you to this room where you can do some spin jumps and glides to reach the secret door at the top. After that, fall down to reach the secret exit and you'll get to 5 Beetle, one of the most boring levels in the run. Simply put, this level is an auto-scroller, meaning that no matter how fast you want to be, you just cannot do anything about it. You simply have to jump on those beetles, avoiding those big chungus bullet billies, up until you beat the stage. But with that level done, we have reached World 7 already. Huh, that was quick. 7-1 is a very difficult stage where you are normally meant to jump on those clouds and slowly move to the right. But with an acorn suit, we can actually fly, glide, and bounce on enemies to get to the other side without ever needing that slow cloud. This will require a lot of practice, and you'll need to watch some runs to learn what moves are possible and what moves are not, but just know that you can get really far without ever waiting for those cloud platforms. Next up is 7-3, which is thankfully way easier, because you simply have to move on those arrow platforms until you get to the end, which isn't that difficult, thankfully. 7-Tower is really annoying though, because it's full of those big blocks on rails and you'll have to glide and jump in between those while avoiding those fire bros, and also without getting crushed, which is kinda easier said than done. Once you reach Kamek on top of the tower, you'd want to hop on those blocks to get higher, and once you hit Kamek, glide around the map, and if you're lucky, he's gonna reappear right in front of you, and you'll be able to chain some hits, defeating him super quickly. 7-Ghost House is up, and this house is all about learning where you need to go in this labyrinth of doors. Go to the right door for this first part and avoid those boos while the platform moves around the level. Then, make your way up this door to reach the next room, and when you're back in this labyrinth, well, go down these stairs and jump your way to the final hidden door on the left over there. This will lead you quickly to the end of the stage, and since it's the secret exit, you'll also skip all of the other levels from this world. 7 Dash Castle isn't too bad. You just have to avoid getting crushed by those blocks, and you'll also have to fly under the big hammer bros. And it looks scary, but they always jump on time, so no worries, it's actually super easy. Ludwig is also super easy to defeat, as you can simply jump and hit him as soon as the battle starts. Just wait for him to get out of his shell and then jump and you'll be all good. 7 Dash Airship is yet another slow auto-scrolling level, and no matter how fast you want to go, you just have to chill on this platform and wait until you reach the end. The Junior fight can be quickly done if you use your acorn jumps to attack Bowser up in the air. It is scary, but possible. 8-1 is up, and this level ain't too bad. Just run as fast as you can, avoiding Koopas and falling fireballs on the way. 8-2 is a level with a big raft, and you normally want to jump on this raft and slowly make your way to the end. But look at the clock, we don't have time for this! So simply glide above the lava from one set of blocks to the next, up until you reach this part with the tiny Goombas, and once that is done, well, you can simply jump above the entire level and we'll reach the end pipe in no time. How convenient! 8-3 takes place in a lava cave, and with the acorn suit, you don't even have to wait for lava to rise or lower, as you can simply glide above it and reach a safe space on time. Very easy level. 8 Dash Castle is one heck of a level though. In this vertical tower, you have to get on this platform and slowly make your way to the top. And as you move up, some evil coins fall down with those tiny parachutes. And guess what? You can actually bounce on those. So yeah, the fastest way to beat this stage is to jump from one parachute to the next. Simply put, when the platform is out of the screen, it will automatically go up super fast to catch up to you. So the higher you can get on those parachutes, the faster the platform will rise up and the faster you'll reach the end. This requires a lot of practice to get it to work, but once you do it, this level will be super fast to beat. We are finally in 8 Dash Bowser, the final stage of this run, and the first part contains a very annoying Junior that wants you dead. But what Junior doesn't know is that you can actually use him to move to the right super fast by gliding and getting pushed by him. Heck, you can even grab onto the Flying Koopa car and move to the right extra fast. Junior, what are you doing? Thanks. Avoid those fireballs to reach Bowser, and the first fight is a total joke, as you just have to hit the big switch. But now, for the second part, if you want to defeat Bowser fast, you want to keep the Koopa Clown car once you grab it. Simply put, as soon as you deal damage to Bowser and you lose the Koopa car, well, quickly go back to it before Junior gets the chance to get it back. And even if you get kicked off while Bowser is in his shell, just keep going back, and if done correctly, you can actually chain the hits and defeat Bow Bow in about 1 minute. And time! The run is done. Yes! Obviously, I am not a professional speedrunner, and I just gave you a basic summary of what the run is like, but I hope it got you interested in trying it out for yourself. I'll leave some runs from actual professionals in the description down below for you to go watch if you want to learn, and yeah, just let me know if you make it to the leaderboard. I'd be interested to know if I actually helped anyone. Thanks a lot for watching this video, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, well, hit the sub button and the bell to know when I post a new video, and why don't you smash like if you enjoyed the video. And if you want to learn tips on how to speedrun Super Mario 3D World on the Nintendo Switch, well, tap the cards on screen right now. And as for me, well, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!